For breakfast today, I'm gonna cook up some shredded hash browns in this skillet right here. What I'm gonna do is take half a tablespoon of olive oil. And this pan, I have the stove on medium-high heat right now. So half a tablespoon, we're gonna let this pan come to, like, not to a boil, we're gonna let it heat up a bit. I'm gonna microwave 2 slices of bacon. It's already fully cooked, as you can see. I'm just gonna microwave it to crisp it up. I have some hard-boiled eggs in here, so I'm gonna have 2 of those. And then these are the Thomas Light Whole Wheat English muffins. There's only 100 calories in one, so we're gonna be crisping this up, or toasting this up in my air fryer. I think that this is heated up nicely, so I'm just gonna take a cup of the hash browns. I'm gonna put it on into that oil. Like so. It wasn't as heated as I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna do a little sizzle, but that's okay. So how have you guys been? I got shingles. Not fun. Not fun at all. The rash blisters on my neck. Thank God I got it in a place that it was painful and I was having like the nerve shooting pains. That was the most painful part, and then of course just the fact that it's like a rash with blisters, which, ouch. But I do believe I had more of a mild case. Again, thank God for that. It has not been fun at all, and it has left me very tired, very unmotivated, and just kind of blah. And also it looks disgusting, and it's on the side of my neck, which I'm thankful for, because again, that means that there's nothing rubbing or anything. However, it also means that you can see this ugly thing on the side of my neck, and it, again, looks absolutely horrible. So, not complaining though. I'm very grateful, like I said, that if I was gonna have it anywhere, it was gonna be on my neck, because if I had to cover it up, oh my gosh. I'm also gonna be having 2 kiwi. I saw on TikTok that kiwi is incredibly good for you, high in fiber. It has all these nutrients, and it's gonna help with your digestive system and just all kinds of stuff. So I've been having 2 a day, and I've been eating the skin. So what I do is I just cut off the ends, and then I will cut the kiwi in thin slices. And the skin has so many nutrients, and it also has so much fiber, that if you can get around it and get around the texture of the skin, it's very good for you. I do the same with mango. I eat the mango skin because, again, it's really good for you, packed with nutrients. And it's also packed with a lot of fiber. So I'm doing the same with the kiwi. I love kiwi, and it's actually a lot easier to eat it this way, because cutting a kiwi with like taking off the skin and stuff, it was always such a pain in the butt. So I always avoided buying kiwi because I never wanted to take the skin off because it was such a pain. So that is what I've been doing as well. Take a look at this thing. This is the antiviral that I have to take for my shingles. This thing is massive. Fun fact, not a fun fact, but I used to not be able to swallow pills at all. So I was a little triggered when I saw this. So when I opened up the bottle, I said, I'm not gonna be able to swallow that. Thankfully, I've been okay. But yeah, this is a really big pill, and I was a little worried, but I got it down. But yeah, I also have to take this with breakfast as well. Here is breakfast. I've got my cup of hash browns, my English muffin. I've got 9 grams of butter on there. I've got 2 hard-boiled eggs, 2 pieces of bacon, and 2 kiwi with the skin on. By the way, these are also loaded. I mean loaded in vitamin C. So that's really good too. So this is breakfast for today. This comes out to 585 calories, 31 grams of fat, 64 carbs, 23 grams of protein, and 13 grams of fiber. 13 grams of fiber, get it? So yeah, that is breakfast. I will see you for lunch. I am going on an hour-long walk. I saw this girl on TikTok say that she will listen to an entire album and that determines how long she walks. So I am fasting secular music for, I'm gonna say 3 days. I'm doing it for 3 days. But today is the first day that I have to do it, and I chose this Praise This original motion picture soundtrack. So that's what we're gonna be listening to on the walk, and I looked and it's 51 minutes long. So I'm about to go on a 51-minute walk outside with my little sweet girl. Bella, say hi. Say hi. I will catch up with you guys after my walk. I don't want to go do this, by the way, but we're gonna go get it done. So I walked outside for like 30 minutes, and then this guy came up behind me on a bike, and he was so close to me. I had no idea he was behind me. Like, I'm sorry, but you don't do that to a woman. You either take another route or you go out in the street. Why are you behind me on the sidewalk that freaking close? So Bella actually saw him and she started barking, and I was just like in disbelief. I was like, why the hell are you that close to me? So I just didn't feel safe anymore, so I said I'm gonna finish the rest in my bedroom. This is my new treadmill. I love it. This is kind of like a walking pad, but it has the, if I'm talking loud, I'm sorry. I'm listening to this album, you know. But it has the bar, which I love. So if you're looking for a walking pad, I would recommend this, because those walking pads scare me. I'm not gonna lie. So anyways, unfortunately, it won't fit up underneath my bed. It also won't fit up underneath my dresser out there in the living room, which is what I was hoping it would do, but it doesn't. But since I have so much space in my bedroom, I was like, I'll just come in here, and it's super portable. So like last night, for instance, I brought it out into the living room so I could watch TV. So I was watching TV because my goal is to get 10,000 steps in 6 days a week. And with this baby right here, I have no excuses, right? So with that being said, I will link this down below. I freaking love it. I intended to walk the whole 51 minutes outside, but that dude just creeped me out, and then I saw him again, and I said, oh, no, no, no. And I said, Bella, let's go. I was about to bring Bella up anyways, because she was like, not feeling this walk anymore. I'm ready to go back inside. So I was about ready to take her in, and then I saw him again, and I said, oh no, I'm staying up there. So I was gonna go back down and walk, because I really want to be outside walking, but he just creeped me out, and the fact that I saw him again, I was like, I ain't coming out here without my dog. So anyways, that's that. I'm on my walking pad / treadmill. I love this thing, seriously, I love it so much. And if you have been on the fence, I say 100% get one, because yesterday was my toning day, and I had a pretty chill day. I did go outside and walk a mile, and then I was just like, okay, I'm done. Like, I need to get some more work done. So I came in here, got some work done. I always have a habit of like walking and like staying towards the front of the treadmill. But yeah, it was my toning day, so I knew I wasn't gonna get a lot of steps in. And I said, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get my steps in before my toning workout. So I put on a vlog. I sat there and watched it. Got in my 10,000 steps. So anyways, I'm gonna go back to listening to my music. And obviously I have to stop this right now. But I'm going at an almost 3 mile an hour pace. I think that was like 2.6. So we'll stay about there. But I'll check in with you guys later. Okay, so here is my summary. I have 6,000 steps in so far. And let's see. There is my walk stats. Remember that before I started, I did not want to do that, and now I feel amazing. Remember that you will never regret a workout. I've also thought about this. You'll never regret staying in a calorie deficit if you're trying to lose weight. I will see you guys for lunch. I have 4,000 more steps to get in today. Here is lunch. I have I believe it's like 7.35 ounces of red potato. And then I also have 9 ounces of this Land O'Lakes garlic and herb butter. It's like butter spread. So it does have less calories in it than regular butter does. But I have 9 grams of that. And then I just have a mix of veggies here. So every week what I've been doing is just taking frozen vegetables and I will grab a bunch of them and then I will just cook them in a massive pan and just throw them all together. So here I have peppers and onions. I have a stir fry mix that has like carrots and this little like white corn thing. I don't know. Broccoli cuts, cauliflower, stuff like that. I think I might also have a bag of cauliflower. I can't remember. And then I always pick out a green, like spinach or kale or something like that. All of it was frozen. I also have green beans in here. And some of the bags were steamable, so I'll throw them in the microwave and steam them before I put them in the pan to cook. This is the Skinny Butcher chicken breast that I'm always talking about. It's crunchy, it's delicious. It's 250 calories. It tastes like fried chicken and I'm obsessed. So this is my plate for lunch. And I'm also having a Diet Coke for the haters. I love Smaller Sam. This is actually a cherry Coke Zero. So I'm also going to be enjoying this with my lunch as well. So there is today's lunch. So this lunch comes out to 551 calories. We've got 13 grams of fat, 86 carbs, 25 grams of protein, and 8 grams of fiber. We are currently at 6,667 steps, and it is 12:36. I will see you guys for snack. I'm trying something different, and I'm excited. It's snack time. I wanted to try a new smoothie recipe, so I'm gonna go fill this up with some ice, so give me a second. There is the ice. I'm gonna do 40 grams of dates. These are already pitted. That's 30 grams, so I'm gonna change it to 30 grams and see how that tastes. So that's 90 calories right there. Then I'm gonna take a banana. I have almond butter, and I'm going to do half a serving, which is 16 grams. I'm gonna go ahead and blend this because I need more room to put my spinach. So go ahead and put this on here. Smells good. Now I'm gonna go ahead, I have this spring mix and it's frozen. So I'm just gonna grab 3 handfuls if I can, and then put the top back on and blend her up again with my greens. Oh, isn't she beautiful? All right, I think she's a little too thick for my taste, for my liking, but I'm gonna taste it and try. I'm gonna taste the almond butter. Really strong in here, and that is good. All right, so cheers. Let me know if you try this. It doesn't look appetizing, but it's actually pretty good. I'll see y'all for dinner. So this is dinner. We have 500 calories, 19 grams of fat, 63 carbs, 21 grams of protein, and 6 grams of fiber. I got these spicy maple Brussels sprouts from Walmart. They're so good. So I made them last night, had a serving last night, and have a serving for tonight. So that's my veggie. And then this is my lightened Alfredo sauce on angel hair pasta. This is so freaking good. It's so delicious, and I also made this last night. So these are leftovers and they are delicious. So this is dinner, 500 calories, not bad. Last but not least, I have a yogurt bowl, a mixture of this zero sugar Chobani Greek yogurt, strawberry with the regular strawberry. I also have some of this Smucker's caramel sundae syrup, And then I have a little handful of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. This is actually my third night in a row eating this. It's so good. And it's just so simple. So we have a total of 442 calories for my smoothie, and then this yogurt bowl. We have 10 grams of fat total, 79 total carbs, 21 grams of protein total, and 10 grams of fiber total. And then an overall of today, 2,078 calories for all of my meals, 73 grams of fat, 292 carbs, 90 grams of protein, and 37 grams of fiber. So I'm gonna go eat my desserts, and then I will show you guys my steps because I have not gotten in my 10,000 yet, and that's what I'm striving for. Okay, so this is the day. These are my stats. I got in 10,012 steps. So that is what I ate in a day, and my activity has helped me lose 65 pounds. I hope you guys enjoy. If you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.